And hello, shop fans. This is your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full-Blown Freak Show, and today we're having a look at the last Heroes of the Storm figure I'll be getting. And this review may go up before the other three I reviewed. This is the Lady Sylvanas that Neca did. I pre-ordered this July 22nd last year, and it kept getting delayed and pushed back and delayed and pushed back. And it is August 1st, and I just got it like 2 days ago. So, yeah, was it worth a year's wait? I think so. Like, it's got its issues, but nothing like horrible that's going to make me say don't buy it. I think it's a wonderful figure. I will get into the few gripes I have, but first let me go over a few things that I had to do to the figure to make it, you know, my copy and your copy may have this problem. Okay, outside of having to use a hairdryer to loosen a few joints up, everything was fine. Her ear is notched. I looked at a couple photos of everybody else's, and this is really hard, like thick plastic. Not thick, but, you know, it's going to break if I try to bend it. I tried heating it up. It doesn't bend, you know, back. It doesn't get any flex to it. I tried the hot water trick, no flex. You know, it doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of cute. She's got the whole like Pikachu notched ear thing that he does. The other gripe mine had, and again, I don't know if this is a common thing. And the lighting is just so bad right now. Her little eye thing here, little eyelash, eyebrow, piece of hair. Mine was bent completely forward, and this is just a good thing I'd say to do in general, because I did this with the other ones that have hair. Take a toothpick, put some Loctite glue or some, you know, glue like that that's sensitive, that plastic that won't hurt it, and gently run it along the back, and then just press it down so it sticks to her hood. Now just the tip wiggles, and I don't feel like this is going to break. I assume Neca didn't do this, you know, just for the reason that they didn't want to risk. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. Maybe they didn't want to put glue so close to the eye. It hasn't affected mine in the slightest. I think her face does look pretty good since we've got her here in the sculpt. Glad the hood is a separate piece. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. The sculpt on the body, like the breasts and the stomach, looks really nice. The shoulder pads look nice. You know, the eyes are all painted in the skulls. Her cape's nice. It's really, I love the way they do their cloth capes. This looks a bit like, makes me think of the Elder Predator a bit. And then this is a separate piece that's like wrapped around. And yeah, if you flex with her cape and pull on it a bit, he'll eventually go to where you need it. And that's another gripe I have with her. She's a bit unstable. Scale-wise, before we get into anything, she's slightly taller than a Marvel Legend. I do have his knees bent, so they might end up around the same height. You might could scale her with those. I mean, she's almost as tall as Randy Savage, so she's a big figure. Nice figure for the price I paid, you know. I didn't get her for $5 like I did, and $12 like I did Stitches and those characters. Legs, like I said, there's not much going on down here. The paint, everything's nice. It all looks good. A little crotch plate with a V or whatever that's supposed to be. All of it looks nice. As far as accessories, and this is kind of where my complaint comes in, and this is because of my own stupidity. It's nothing to do with her as a figure in general. So she comes with this, her bow, or whatever. Really? Damn it. I'm just going to push her back here. And it's really well painted. I love this. It's got a real string. And I've seen the other guy who did a review for this. He had it holding in this hand, but this hand doesn't open up. Mine's a solid fist. Is mine just a factory error, or I don't know? But that's what's confusing me. Maybe I did something wrong with it. Maybe there's an error with mine, if anybody knows that. There's a real string here, and she comes with 3 of these arrows. And what you do, and the cool thing is, this actually works. Or at least I got it to work one time. I bet now that I'm on camera, it probably won't work. But essentially, you just push it through here, get one of the piece of the end there, and you can fire the arrow. And I think that's really cool. No way ever heard to hold this that I've found. Even that hand feels a little bit loose. And I was assuming it was supposed to be this hand because this hand is sculpted. You can see there where her fingers are separated to be able to put an arrow, you know, like going between the fingers or whatever. Like she could hold it like that, or be reaching back to get one. And that's the weird thing about this. You're going to get this one in there just fine. Any other arrow you put in there is tight as hell. I crammed a second one in there and it did not want to come out. Luckily, nothing broke. These are sharp, thin, and probably brittle. I cannot get this hand for the life of me to do anything unless her arms shoves through, which I don't see how that would fit. But I don't know. Maybe I'll figure this out. I don't know. But like I said, she's the first female Heroes of the Storm figure I picked up. And I'm sorry that it's taken me this long to get to the articulation. But just so much to go over with these. The face, just all that looks so nice. You know, Neca always does a good job. But in the way of articulation, and forgive me if I do miss out on a few things on this. Her head can swivel. It's very tight on mine. Nothing really seems to get in the way of that. She can look up a bit. She can look down a good bit. Lovely little waist or ball joint in her torso to make her look left and right. A little bit of up, good amount of back. And that's probably how I display her there, like that. I don't think there's anything down here in like this part. The shoulder pads, from what I've seen, are connected to the actual arms. So you can get, you know, I mean, I've seen people show like much better rotation. These feathers and mess get in the way. You can bring her arm up. And the one on this side, I need to heat this one up a bit. It goes great out to the side. It just doesn't rotate super well on mine. There is a bicep swivel up there. I'd say be very careful when dealing with it. You know, it's not, I don't feel like it's going to break. It just feels thin. Her gauntlets do rotate. I had like a really hard time doing that. But you want them facing like this, even if this puts the detail on them at the back. Because her elbow bend is barely an elbow bend. Like it goes up a bit, which is decent for an archer. And it's, there we go. There's a wrist swivel and a little bit of a hinge in there. Her legs can go that far before I'm not comfortable pulling them any further. I don't know if there's a thigh swivel. It can rotate like that. Her knees can bend about that much, not much bend in that. Maybe there's more, maybe there's not. There's a swivel in the knee though. Foot can pivot back, forward, and there's a little bit of a rocker in there. So I mean, you can get her in a cool pose or two. She's not like a brick or anything. It's just, I feel nervous about, you know, you wait a year for a figure, you don't want to really like yank it and break something on it. The cape looks really nice on her, like I said. I kind of wish they'd put like a hole or something in the top of the cape just to hide it on the back, and you could like peg it through there. That would have been nice. But as is, I think she's a great figure, great addition to the collection. I really greatly enjoy her. I do feel she was, you know, if it's a figure that's going to be worth a year wait, it better be something that's like crazy, you know. So I don't know if she was worth a year wait. I would say pick her up though. She's very nice. I love Neca's work. Always have. Always enjoyed their Predators and Aliens. And one last thing to show. She comes with, this is completely useless. That's why I almost forgot it. She comes with this arrow, which is like her special move, I assume. I think I heard someone say the Wailing arrow or something. But this does not fit in her bow. The only thing I found you could do with it is like you can put it in her hand and she can hold it like a staff, kind of. But I know that's not what it is. There's the arrow, clearly. So, yeah, this comes with her. It's a nice little effect piece. If you had like a Figma stand, you could like hook it up to that and have it firing from the arrow like that. So, yeah, until next time, this has been your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full-Blown Freak Show, signing off. Farewell.